I am one with my I Am presence. My Holy Christ Self. My personalities. My body elemental. And my new spirit. Every part of my being is in balance, harmony, and alignment. As I open my heart and mind to receive the messages from Metatron. Hello, everyone. I have asked Christmas to do this alignment with her eyes open today, so that you can know that this focus can be done anywhere, at any time, so that you too might bring all of the parts of yourself into balance, harmony, and alignment as you go about your daily tasks, without anyone knowing that that is what you are doing. If you bring yourself into alignment and allow all the parts of your being to be centered within you, you can then bring much greater love and light into any situation in which you find yourself. You will know the right words to use. You will know the right actions to take. And when you become used to being in this alignment, you will realize a great enhancement in all of your activities that will bring you greater joy, greater peace of mind, greater abundance, and all the good things that you delight in. So I do encourage all of you to become the fullness of who you are, and then to bring this fullness into your activities. You still require a time apart from your activities to focus within, to build up your own inner light reservoir, so that you can access it more easily when you are engaged in activities. So there must be a balance in the inner work and the outer work, in order to bring wholeness, the wholeness of who you are, into all of your activities. But that is not the topic for today's discussion. It is just something that I wanted to bring to your attention. For today, I would like to talk about the power of love. Love, as you understand it in this world, is almost an aberration of the true divine love, of which I wish to speak today. Love in the third dimension is usually associated with romanticism or desire or pleasure, all of which are good things. However, True divine love is a force, a power that exists in all dimensions. It is a cohesive force that holds all things together in all universes. Love is an amazing element, shall we say, that has the power to transform everything. It is a frequency that when it enters into any other element, changes that frequency of that element by its very presence. There is no need for words or acts when you consider the power of love by itself. You can use this power by focusing on love within you and then focusing on a person or a situation to which you wish to send this love. By holding the love frequency within yourself and focusing on another person, you are automatically sending that love to that person without any words being said or gestures being made. This is a great power to do good and to bring love into your world in a totally unselfish fashion. So I would encourage you to be aware of this immense power and to begin to use it in your daily life. And remember, first of all, to love God, to love the Source, the Creator of all things. That is where your first thought should always go. It does not matter what religion you belong to or don't belong to. What does matter is that you recognize the source of all that you are and have, and love that and appreciate that source in your own way. Then love yourself. Love every part of your being, even those parts that you don't like. For dwelling on what you do not like within yourself only brings more of the same. So look upon yourself as you would a child who does things that you sometimes do not like, who you may feel is not living up to his or her potential, who you think has a lot to learn and many corrections to be made within its being. And yet you are still able to love that child, simply for who he or she is. So learn to love yourself in that same fashion, with all of those parts that you judge to be shortcomings or faults. Love all of it. Truly love yourself, and you will raise the very frequency of your cells. They will vibrate faster, allowing them to eliminate energies of a lesser frequency without you having to deal with them. Know that this love is available everywhere, all of the time. It is absolutely free for the taking. And if you fill yourself up with enough love, you will find an abundance of all things coming to you. For this power of love that is cohesiveness is also attraction. And as your being becomes filled with love, you will attract to yourself all good things. You need not believe what I say is true, but I do encourage you to put it to the test, to see if it really works. Don't just try for 5 minutes and then give up, or even 5 days. Give yourself some weeks to really practice on loving yourself and using your breath to fill your very being with love. And then see if that does not bring wondrous changes into your life. Because I am watching. I am watching all of you. And I will know if you are making the efforts to fill yourself with love. And because I have made this promise to you, I will fulfill that promise by bringing good things into your life. And then I ask that you thank God for all the good things that you have received. And know that they have come to you because of your love. This is a very easy task I have set before you. For it is my will to bring you home as gently and as gracefully as I possibly can. And the shortest, the surest path home is the path of love. Divine, unconditional love. Many of your hearts have been broken. Life has been cruel and unkind to many of you. Know that it is not my will that these things have been perpetrated against you. But it will take some labor on both of our parts to reverse this situation and to bring about harmony to this planet. The harmony and the peace that so many of you have been calling for so very long. It is literally on your doorstep at this time. But you must open the door to receive it. And your heart must be full of love in order to welcome it in. If you open the door with fear, then you will receive nothing. Because you will have shut out the goodness by the fear that you hold within you. So first you must release this fear. And the quickest and surest way is once again through love. Love what you are afraid of. Love those you fear. And if you cannot love them, begin by forgiving them. And if you cannot forgive them, ask that God bring forgiveness and love into your heart so that you can love them and can forgive them. If there is anything in your world that you cannot love or forgive, ask God to make it happen for you, to make the change within you so that you can love and you can forgive. This is where your mastery resides, beloveds. I cannot force you to do this. I can only ask you and encourage you and then reward you with the results as soon as I possibly can. For I know that you need this in your hearts in order to open the doors to abundance, to peace, to a new world upon this planet. That has nothing to do with what many of your governments, financial institutions have tried to force upon you. It is not that new world order of which I speak. Let us be very clear about this. The new world that I speak of is a world of mastery, where each individual human being knows perfectly what is good and right, and does everything he or she possibly can to manifest that. And the world around you supports that. The world around you will be beautiful. There will be no more raping the earth for her blood, which you call oil. There is no need for that, beloveds. There is infinite free energy available to you. As Nikola Tesla brought forth many years ago, these technologies will soon be available to all of humanity. You will no longer have to take poison in the name of medicine to heal yourself. You will no longer be subjected to mind-numbing media or to what they call news, which is not news at all, but just more propaganda. Things to keep you enslaved, unconscious, suffering, and ill. That world order will soon be removed. And you will once again be free to follow your heart. Your heart has always been able to guide you in the direction of your greatest expansion and your greatest perfection. But society has been, as it has been set up, has done everything to break that heart, to curtail that expansion, and to kill that perfection. This will no longer be allowed. And so many changes are on your horizon. I ask that you welcome these changes, that you support those brave souls who are bringing them about at the risk of their very lives at this time. So be busy with your heart. Fill your beings with infinite love, with total forgiveness for all of those who have been so cruel in the past. To all those who have done you harm in any way whatsoever. The quicker you forgive them, the sooner you will be free of them. For any hardness or judgment you retain in your heart will work against you and will require you to deal with those energies a while longer. So if you wish to be free as quickly as possible, please do as I say and grow the love in your heart. Breathe it in with every breath. Focus on it as much as you possibly can until every cell of your body is saturated with it. And every particle of your entire being, your emotional body and your mental body, is filled with love. And then you will be a true son or daughter of God. You will be radiating God's essence everywhere around you. And people and goodness will be attracted to you like the sun. Do not let your ego get involved with this process. And do not think that you are a great or unique being because of this. Just be aware that you are a true child of God, and that it is God's love that is going through you. It is God's love that is attracting those people to you. And those people have just as much a right to receive that love directly in them as you do. And they do not need you to receive that love. They need to receive it directly from Spirit as well. So try this out, my beloveds, and see what goodness will come to you as a result of your intention and your efforts to become pure divine love. I thank you for listening to these videos. I bless you with all my heart. And I look forward to the day when you will come with rejoicing and celebration back home to the heart of God.